Good evening, folks. I was going to say good day then. Right, welcome back to Delboy's Garage. Tonight, on El Bandito Retto, going to have a little play with this overflow bottle. Seems to be filling up quite quick with water, well, petrol-y, oily, gungy water, and I'm a bit concerned it's filling up a bit quick. I think it's okay. I think they just do fill up quite quick. It obviously, as I said, I did a video on this. This is the breather pipe for the rocker cover. It goes up in there. You can't see it in this dark, but it goes up in there into the rocker cover. Used to go into the airbox. I didn't want that happening anymore because I didn't want to breathe all this moisture through the engine. So it goes into there instead. But it's filling up a bit quick. And just so I can see what's going on, I'm going to use a jar. So I've just got a pickle jar. I'm going to use this for a minute. I'm going to clip that inside there so I can see kind of the pretty coloured water fill up as it does, and how quick it fills up and what's coming out of it, and so on and so forth. So I think it's okay. I don't think there's anything to worry about. It's just me being OCD. I just want to get it right. So I'm going to pull that off now. Now this, someone said ages ago, it's rainwater, mate. Never fill up that quick. Well, I was hoping that it was rainwater, but I've had a sponge in the top of this, in the hole, to fill up, to stop any rainwater getting in, and it's still filling up quick. It is definitely moisture from singeing. So let me just check. I want to find out what it is. First of all, cut that off. That's still fixed onto there. Still actually warm from the ride home. So I'm going to cut that off now and find out what is in there. Stick around, stay tuned. Let's see what wonders abound. Right. Let's see what I'm in here. Both hands around there. Cut off the tie. Keep these old cable ties. I use them for plastic welding. And here we go. Now this is about, probably, I guess, about 300 miles. That was about half full. Now it is just clear water, but it stinks like petrol. So, just for now, this is going to get relegated to the bench, and I'm going to use my Sherwood pickle jar. I think that's going in there instead, and then I can see what gives, what's going in, how quickly, and whether anything in there is a problem. But it's definitely filling up ever so quick, and I didn't know there was that much moisture coming out of a motor, so I'm going to be checking this up. So first job, I'm going to cut a little hole in the top of that for the hose to go through so the rainwater doesn't fill it up, and then I can clip it on and get this part done. On the lid. Now these cable ties, I've got these cheap in the garden centre, so I'm just using half a dozen of these. I'll poke that in there and try and hold it in position. No, baby. And one at the bottom. There we go. And bring that in the top there. Now there's no rainwater getting in this. That's pretty much, it's not sealed, but it's this here, when it's on the side stand, is so much above it, there's no rain getting that. Right, we shall see. There we are. Can't really see it in this rubbish light, but there we are, a little sample jar. See what happens with that. Right, now tonight, really, what this was more about was me chain. This has been cool, and these are really daft. Riding along, nearly fell off the bike laughing. Thought this might rattle against there when you ride along, but it actually levitates like that as you're riding along, which is quite hilarious really. You're riding along and you've got this chain just sitting there floating in the wind. Pretty cool. So I'm going to bung another one tonight. There we go. I'm going to put another one from just under all the way along underneath to kind of double it up, and then a double one under the front. Idea being just to kind of beef up the silliness, make it look a bit dafter. Excellente. So let's get cracking with that, get the old drill biticus and see what we can make of this. Stick around, stay tuned. Starts with another hole under that one. The front. Again, try and do this without drilling into your petrol tank. Could spoil your whole evening. This is a bit silly, isn't it? Right, there's the hole drilled. Now leaving it in one piece so as not to incorrectly cut. Snip. Snip quick. Wedge it in. Alright. Saw this before, the old soldering iron ploy. Just melt the old cut back together. Pretty straightforward. Taking time to make a good job. Right. Cool. Okay, keeping that underneath. So it's obviously got to hang right because it's very important that it looks good. Right. It's going to be there. So it's that one. Take the link off first, and the glove to make it cumbersome, and then pop it in. This is about as silly as it gets, but I think it looks quite good. Ratus Maximus by Silius Sodus. What more could you want? There we go. Now one other thing with this is kind of satin black really rather than matte black, but I'm not going to paint it because it's got a satiny finish already, and time and weather and cack and winter will soon make it dirty and matte, so it's not an issue. Certainly not going to waste money and paint trying to paint this as fine as it is. And there we are. To zoom you out a bit. That's better. And there we are. 2 layers now. I want to go along. I'll have 2 layers levitating in the wind. There we go. Let's do the other side. And there we are. To zoom you out a bit. That's better. And there we are. 2 layers now. I want to go along. I'll have 2 layers levitating in the wind. There we go. Let's do the other side. And that's another evening's silliness. All done. Nice and symmetrical. Follows perfectly all the way along. Even if you're doing daft things, might as well make them look alright. Might as well make them measure up. Find an extra one in the front. We've got 2 of them now. And to be honest, it doesn't look anything but metal chain from a distance. Even here, you wouldn't know unless I said. Pretty cool. And the last little bit I had is Sprung it on the bars, little brace across there, saddle a bit of chain. This chain theme isn't really intended, but there it is. These things develop. That's what rat bikeage is all about, just letting it evolve. A little jar in place. Can't see it very much in this rubbish light, but there we are. It's 7:45 now, time for dinner. I'm going in. So thanks for tuning in and watching Delboy's Garage as ever. See you next time.